beaten up. I guess. I don't know. Are they? Departure. 5 days later. I mean, the mills, the mill, I guess, is still working. We can still mill stuff. She doesn't look too happy. She's got a dagger though.
Oh.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe we should have told everyone while we still could. Maybe there would have been ways to make it last. Jack! Oh, what is he doing in there? Jack!
Hey, there he is.
Oh, Jack.
At least I still have my hair.
What are we milling?
Where can we go from here?
Anywhere we want.
What is this?
I told you I had a surprise for you. Remember? This is it.
What is it?
It's a first version of a fulling mill.
It's fulling the cloth all by itself using the motion of the water wheel.
Yes. What do you think? You'll be able to sell even more cloth, not just wool, like you wanted to.
It's a brilliant invention. It's what I always wanted.
Then why do you look so sad?
Because there will not be another market.
No, not in Kingsbridge. We will go someplace else then, where he won't find us.
He will find me, wherever I go.
You can't just give up.
I'm not giving up. And I'm not running away. And because I'm not running away, there is something I have to tell you.
Uh-oh.
It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do. Oh, Jack,
What is it?
I wish things were different.
What things?
We can't meet again.
I don't want to say this,
Not
but
like
I have
this.
to.
Why?
I'm getting married to support Richard.
To whom?
It's not important. William will burn down anything that I build up. This is the only choice I have. My husband will pay for Richard's expenses. It's the only way my brother can protect our people.
I will
Linger.
marry you.
No, we don't make
I
a
love you,
clean
Jack.
break.
And I always will. But look at yourself. You are a good man, Jack. And monks can't marry.
Then I will stop being a monk.
And what then?
I don't know.
Give him hope.
Maybe when this is over, we can meet again.
But not like this.
No, not like this.
Don't say that.
Everybody's a jerk. Everybody's a jerk.
Who is it?
What?
Who are you going to marry?
I'll just say it.
He has steady income from the houses he builds in Shiring and Winchester. And he is a master builder now.
What?
That's some closure there.
Dear Francis, I long for the day you can read all the letters I've written. Once, you asked me if I often think of our parents.
Now, Jack's pissed. And rightfully so.
I do. And I often think of the day they were killed. And of how Abbot Peter took us in. Peter raised us and taught us about God. We grew up in the safety of the monastery. Only now have I begun to understand that outside the priory, the killing continued. Every single day.
See him off.
I have come to believe that if God was just, he would not allow all the pain and bloodshed. A few
I'm
days
enjoying
ago,
it.
William Hamley and his men attacked us. Many died by their hand. Milius is dead. First, I believed I had brought the devil to Kingsbridge, for I thought I had seen him in Lincoln. The last few nights, I did not sleep. I was afraid that in my dreams I might flee from his grasp in blind terror toward the river and drown like Prior James did.
I don't
But I
think
know this
Prior
is not
James drowned.
the work of the devil, but of man. But why does God not put an end to it? Most of what Abbot Peter taught us was right. For he taught us about living in seclusion, away from sin, away from want, away from the world that turns man against man. I know I blamed you for what happened after we got involved with Bishop Waleran. I do not anymore. But I blame our church and men like Waleran, because they involved themselves in the bloodshed. As Peter taught us, I will go into seclusion. The answers I seek are not out there. Maybe I will find them in here. Where are you, Francis?
Put that away!
Stop it immediately!
No, Jack!
Well, I might have just killed Alfred.
Jack!
Jack! No! This is not what we do!
Ugh, get off me, you freak.
No!
Well, I hit him in the head. Oh.
Jack!
Take him away. Lock him up.
Probably shouldn't have said anything. I mean, he kind of deserved it. Don't get me wrong. Like, what the hell? What the hell was he thinking? Like, he clearly is doing that to spite me. Very, very clearly. Like... like, Alfred is an ass. Like, an absolute ass. I'm not gonna say he's the biggest ass in the game, but I think he might actually be. He just doesn't have the power to do what other people have done. Like, that's the thing. What's this? Oh. What's with all the moths? We haven't had moths this whole game, and now it seems like this chapter is all about moths.
Jack.
I mean, at least they're not gonna let me die.
The water duct runs right under the cell. Look for a loose stone in the floor. It'll sound hollow.
What? How do you know that?
Cause she's smart. That's how. She's smart, obviously.
I can't just lift it up. No.
Okay, I feel like maybe I need to pick up a stone or something.
Oh, the cracks are too narrow to pry it out with my hands. I won't fit through there.
Maybe this... Well, oh, the bowl. There we go. I thought about picking up the bowl before, but...
The slab is too heavy to pry out with it.
Oh, do I... Maybe I do this. Okay. Well, that one doesn't sound hollow.
Doesn't sound hollow.
What about this one? That one sounds kind of hollow.
This could be it. The bowl would crack. The slab's too heavy.
Oh wait, what's this? No? Walls.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't care who's on the other side. I have nothing to say to them.
Maybe I can get some
Nothing.
food. Maybe they'll give me some...
I don't want anyone to come. I'm done with them.
That would be a no.
That's what you get for helping to build walls. They put one right in front of you. No, I just want to get out, then walk away and never come back.
Okay.
No, I might need it.
Thought maybe I could gather some water.
This one looks easy to pry out.
There we go.
But not with bare hands.
With a bowl. Pry it out with a bowl. Okay. I'm so smart. It's an escape. It's a prison escape. We be escaping.
With that hole, I could lift the slab out.
It looks pretty big. So big that they don't want to show it.
She was right.
It's a prison break. Prison break. Wait, did they just... What? Wait, I'm confused. Was I locked in the middle? It looked like a prison to me.
Jack, tell me, was it about Aliena? I know about you two. I have known for a long time.
And how did you know how to get out of that cell? How did you know?
Your father. He was locked up in there as well.
Was he a monk?
No. They said he was a thief,
Gattlers.
but he was not. They hanged him, but he was innocent.
How? How did it happen?
Someone here in Kingsbridge gave him a jeweled cup and told him he could go. A mile down the road, he was arrested and accused of theft. It was like a game to them. They said he had stolen that cup from the priory.
Who said that?
3 men. He managed to escape the way you did, but they caught up with him. They hanged him in Shiring.
Who were those men?
It does not matter. It is all in the past now.
Once you told me my father was a jongleur, that he came from France.
That is what he told me.
According to Jack's mother, the rumors about her father are true. He really was hanged for theft. Yet Ellen claims that Jack Sherberg was no thief. He was convinced. She was convinced that 3 men were responsible for his death. These men gave him a jeweled cup from the Priory of Kingsbridge and later arrested him for theft. Ellen does not want to talk about the men responsible for Jack Sherberg's death. Who were they? And though she had been in love with a French jongleur, the circumstances for how he had come to England and where he had come from remain a mystery, even to her.
You want to leave?
What if I have family there? There must be someone who remembers Jack Sherberg, right?
I knew this day would come.
I'm not a monk.
I know.
And I can't work here with Alfred.
I know. You really love her, don't you, Aliena?
Yes.
You truly are his son, Jack Jackson. This place is too small for you. After your father died, I went into the forest to get away from it all. But if you live like an animal, then they treat you like one.
Indeed.
Do not let them. Ever. Find your way in the world. And when it leads you back to me, I want to hear lots of new tales.
Of course.
Those that killed your father, the people they killed, will return to haunt them. I promised them.
Is she a witch?
Wayleran disrespects you. After all I've done for him. Why rely on him for salvation? There are many priests, many bishops.
Maybe. But you are not making decisions for me either, Walter. No one is. If the Lord wants me to support Wayleran, he will let me know.
And what if he does not? What then? Will you allow Waileran to order you around?
Sounds about right. I make that noise every day whenever I wake up too. Hey, it's a loom. Isn't that called a loom? Didn't we play a game called Loom that had a loom in it? I think it's Ghost Taco or something. It's Jack Jackson.
I shouldn't weave with the door open.
Maybe
The
it's
draft
not.
will kill me.
I don't remember what it is. It's me making that noise. There you go. That's the noise I make every day. I wake up. Every single day.
It's getting cold.
Burr. It's an awfully nice house I have here. I think she's gonna change her mind. I just get the feeling she's gonna change her mind. Like this. She's gonna be like, maybe I made a bad choice, but I don't know. With this game, I don't know. So we knocked on the door. Oh, it's him.
Yes?
I'm sorry for disturbing you on an important day like this, but have you by any chance seen Jack since yesterday?
Has something happened?
He's gone. We've been looking for him all morning.
He's gone?
Well, yes, and I'm afraid it is my fault. I had him locked away. But in the end, I just punished anger with wrath.
We've all failed him.
No, I am the
We've
one to
all
blame.
failed him.
And I pray to make it right again.
What are you
My
gonna do?
monks are already trawling the woods. I myself will go to shiring, while Martha is taking a horse to a cave he used to know. Please, don't let this spoil the first day of your marriage,
What
when there should be only reason to
are you
rejoice.
gonna do when you find him?
Thank you.
Wait, is she married now? 3 days later?
They still haven't found him. How long has it been?
3 days.
Well, I think he's gone for good. I love him like a brother. But first he tries to kill me. Then he runs off. Woody and his family's sick.
Are you hungry? I think I'll prepare some food.
Great. I'm starving.
Wow, suddenly Alfred doesn't seem so bad. Maybe I was seeing him through Jack's eyes. You know?
What are you cooking?
Frumenti.
What's going in it?
Wheaten ale with milk, spices, venison and eggs.
Well, as long as it tastes good.
Oh, some spices. We need some spices. Oh, I got the spices. 2 days later. The heck?
We've been married for what? A week?
5 days.
That's almost a week. Yet
True.
we still haven't, you know...
Oh, I'm sorry. I want this to work, but I need time.
It's alright. Sometimes you look at me like you think your husband isn't a good man. But I am a good man. You'll see.
I just find it weird that he got himself in this situation in the first place. Like, what the hell? That's what confuses me so much. Maybe he did it. Maybe he did it out of kindness.
It still needs eggs.
Eggs. Do I have some eggs? Maybe there's some eggs over here. Oh, here's some eggs. I'm just trying to figure out his motivation. 12 days later.
Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case something happens? Like an insurance. What do you think?
Could you afford it?
That's up to the prior to decide. He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow. Maybe he could eat with us. And you could help me explain the idea. If you want. I think it would be good for you. To do something other than cooking and weaving. You haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
You're right. I'd be glad to help.
Ah, great.
Oh man, what the heck? Now my brain is like, didn't I call him such an asshole? And now he doesn't seem like an asshole at all.
It still needs eggs.
Oh, I gotta put eggs in it. Am I making the same thing like every day? Eggs. Did I put like them in a hole?
Would you like venison with it?
No, thank you. I'm just here
Hey, it's Tom.
Ascetic as always, I see.
He doesn't look
It
so
just turns more and more into a habit, really.
Look at my thing that I made.
So, you are suggesting that we promise the workers money if the construction is not completed?
Yes, as an insurance. Since the Fleece Fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, especially since they'd know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
I hadn't thought about that.
Don't be so cynical, Philip.
I'm not. It's just so hard to encourage goodness these days. We tried so hard in the last few years, yet all we reaped is death and misery.
The alternative would be to do nothing at all.
I think it's not a bad idea. We wouldn't promise them too much, just enough to help them get by till they find new work.
It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
It's very rare these days to find spirits who still believe in the good of people. Unfortunately.
What's on
I
the
could
top?
never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not have. Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns. We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
What?
He's right. It won't be finished.
But what about Mother? We wanted to build it for her.
Could you build faster? Finish it before you run out of money?
Is that an option?
That's what I'm
Master
asking.
Builder? You've been awfully quiet so far.
It's hard to say. But yes, Alfred could look at the designs. Could be there's shortcuts that could be taken. Not much help yet, but I'll do what I can.
I can do it.
All right. I promise you, I will think about your proposal.
That usually means no.
Milady, your soup.
I promise you I will think about it. That's as far as I'm willing to promise. August! Hey, it's her. Is that Martha? It is Martha. Hey, Martha. How's it going?
Thank you.
Here's some soup. We have it every single day. It's all I
I'd
know
never
how
thought
to
that
make.
my brother could work so hard.
He does what he has to.
I would never have thought. Really. Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He
That's
seems
what I
really
thought.
concerned about things now.
I
About
didn't realize
Kingsbridge,
this was his
about
sister.
you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or
Until
niece.
now.
Well, enough about Alfred. Did you get the blue dye I've been asking for?
Actually, I did.
Is it made of blueberries?
It's from a woad merchant in Winchester.
Tiny little
Took me
bag.
some time to find him.
Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush.
What are we making?
What does
a
Sir
blanket?
Richard think of the idea?
I haven't told him yet. When he comes here, he's mostly interested in coin. But that's the deal. He fights and I pay. It's an endless circle. The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
A bear. We'll go with a bear. No. Yeah. Yeah, a bear. Remember that bear that we saw? A bear.
It will sport a bear.
Oh, bears are scary. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece. I just thought, in the last month, that you were, well, growing a bit.
Oh, I'm just getting fat.
You're not getting fat.
You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot. But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done while I still can.
September. That's a month later. The time's moving. Time be a moving. Oh, I gotta do a thing. I did it. I did it again. Man, I'm good. I'm just thinking. I can what? I'm making a lot of choices now. I'm making an awful lot of choices.
I have to keep on going. I had to marry Alfred to fulfill my oath. I wish that Jack would have understood. Love alone could never stop William Hamley. Only money and influence. With Alfred as a husband, I can fulfill my father's last wish.
Which I didn't even want to
And
fulfill.
ever since we've been married, he's been working deep into the nights to finish the cathedral. And when he's home, he expects nothing in return. Although I can see so much longing in his eyes. He is trying his best to make our arrangement work. And I try to be a good wife. I did what I had to do when I married him. But what I didn't know back then was that I am pregnant with your grandchild.
You brought this on yourself.
Ah.
You had the love of your life, but you threw it away.
I was wondering if when we did the thing in the church, if like I was like, well, I wonder if she's gonna get pregnant. Didn't say it though.
Do you scorn me for what I did?
No more than anyone else. First and foremost, I blame that priest who turned my son into a monk. But you're a very close second.
I made my choice, and I will make it work.
At least you have the backbone to stand up for what you did. We cannot change the past, after all. None of us can. Jack has left England. There's no possible way to find out where he went. I want you to know one thing. Jack loved you. For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me. I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here. You cannot go on like this.
But I have to. Don't you understand?
Is she here? I mean, I assume she is. I assume we're not just talking to herself.
It's finished.
Hey, it's a bear, I think.
I want you to wear it when you go to battle. To remind us of what we are fighting for.
Huh. Why a bear?
Because it's a strong and clever animal. It urges us to be its equal. If we don't use our power and wits, we have no chance of survival in this wilderness.
You hear that, Alfred? I'm a bear. Rawr.
Grow up, Richard. This is important.
Hey. He's not
Sorry.
being a dick.
How's the war going, by the way?
Jeez.
It can't go on forever, can it?
The good thing is, William Hamley is turning out to be quite the lousy player. In our last battle, he ran away when things started to get a bit tight. They say he was afraid to die before he settled matters with his mother.
His mother?
No one's seen her in years, not since her husband died. But rumor has it she's still alive and joyfully pulling his strings. Mention her to William, and he goes as pale as a sheep. Ali, we are so close, but we need to be careful. We mustn't let our guard down.
Is there anything you need from me, Richard?
Well, a new saddle would be nice.
I'll see to it.
And a horse to put it on, of course. The last one caught quite a few arrows.
Right.
I'll be out for a while. I've got some business at the market with Martha.
All right.
Coat of arms serves as an emblem for a family, meant to be worn on a shield, surcoat, tabard, or flag, and carried into battle. Each element on a coat of arms is meant to provide unique insight into the history and ideals of the carrier, which is why the internet shows a bear. They are intimidating and not to be messed with. Yes, they are. That is true. Alright. Can't talk to anybody. He's doing well? No. Just no. No, 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 no. Wasn't this my house? Wasn't this this was my house. Like, I thought we moved into Alfred's house, but this was my house. This was my house before. I remember. I'm pretty sure it was.
I can't believe you two have almost done it. You've almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
Also, later.
There you are.
I always wondered what it would have been like to grow up in a forest.
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in Ellen's cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died for sure.
What kind of soup?
I think it had deer in it.
Deer?
Yes. Jack had caught it before we met him. I think it was the only one he ever caught.
But hunting deer is...
I know. It's punishable by death. Jack never was one for rules and laws.
Right.
See.
He was always busy with something, just not with what Tom asked him to do.
All those sheep.
Jack? Yes. Yes, he was.
You will be an aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Alfred. I haven't told him yet.
You still think marrying him was a mistake?
I do.
I do too. But you did it for very good reasons. So, maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. Maybe it will work. Not in a loving way, but more like a partnership. You two seeing eye to eye to each other.
Maybe. But the baby is not...
What was that?
That's not good.
They built it too fast. Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
A stone roof. Alfred tried to build a stone roof without telling Papa.
You're with child? How can you be with child if we never...
My cub is gone and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
Without a cathedral, my mother will spend an eternity in hell. And by God, I hope you won't suffer the same fate for this. I can't stay. Not without work. And not like this. I'm sorry.
So...
There's no need to cry.
I remember this discussion. I remember this discussion about the wooden versus stone roof. And Tom was like...
There. We've been crying for far too long now.
About not putting a stone roof on it.
Where do we go from here?
I remember this conversation. I remember that conversation where Alfred was like, stone roof, and Tom was like, no, we can't do a stone roof, it's too heavy. And then he did it anyway. He kind of got his comeuppance. I mean, it's all gone. I guess we go outside. Was anybody else here when that conversation happened?
We will build a cathedral right here, towering high above Shiring. But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother, so that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
What the hell, dude? I mean, he's not a very good builder. Oh, and now I'm leaving. She's on a boat. She's boating. She's boating away. I tried to be kind during the break with Jack. You believe God is unjust. You chose a bear for your coat of arms. You supported Alfred's idea to ensure the workers in your marriage with Alfred. You struggled not to lose hope. You left Kingbridge for good. You finished book 2! We finished book 2! Yeah! And we can't stop the game because this game is kind of jank in that aspect. We can't actually stop playing. So I guess we'll watch the beginning of book 3. Unless it lets me stop.
Next time on The Pillars of the Earth. Witness the climactic final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
The Pillars of the Earth. Book 3. The Eye of the Storm.
The Eye of the Storm.